Welcome to another episode of The Billy Ho Show. And I guess I could call this a bucket list show, because like last week, that was a bucket list show as well, where I got into an old logging truck and came down the hill. Always wanted to do that. So this one's about fishing, and just heading back into history. This is a reel I bought about 1968 when I joined the North Shore Surf Casting Club. It's made of rosewood. It's called an MV, and it's a side caster, so it looks like that on your rod. You turn it like that, cast, all the line comes off, snap it back, and you're fishing. It's made of rosewood, which means it's a wooden reel. They stopped making these somewhere in the 80s, I think, which makes this quite a collector's item, I guess. So yeah, that's the old LV. So what we're going to do now is head off to Canada and see what we can catch. Just to give you an idea where the Queen Charlotte Fishing Lodge is, let's have a look at these maps. So you can fly direct to Vancouver. We stayed there a few days to have a look around and went to Vancouver Island to look at the logging operations they do there, which you saw in episode 6 of the Billy Ho Show. The Queen Charlotte Lodge people charter a jet to take 80 odd fishers to a place called Masset, which is at the top of Haida Gwaii Island. Haida Gwaii Island is the next island up from Vancouver Island. Once there, they organise you into helicopters, which will fly you into the nearby harbour where their lodge is located. Once there, they take your bags to your room, you can relax for a little bit, and then in the afternoon, you find your allocated boat and skipper, and you're off fishing. So, let's begin. The thing about this place is you're catered for. You are the guest. Once you've paid your fee, everything else is free, apart from your grog and any other facilities you'd like to partake in or buy something from one of their shops. But basically the meals and all the rest of it, the accommodation is all part of your fee. It's not cheap, but it is a bucket list destination. And me and Captain Asparagus, or Std Cawker, have been here. We came in 2019, thoroughly enjoyed the place. And so we've come back and we brought our little film crew with us, and we're going to make a little documentary about what we do over the next 4 days in this wonderful place nestled in this great little harbour. Down there they've got a range of boats, from small ones, middle-sized ones, ones with cabins, one without cabins, and they're all part of the package, but depending on what boat you have, depending on what price you're going to pay. You can come up here and drive the boats yourself. They have a self-guide system where you just rent a boat and off you go. But if you come here the first time, I really recommend that you have a guide. Our guide for our trip is a bloke called Derek, and or Demo as his nickname is, and he's going to guide us to our various fishing posies while we're here. On the right hand side of that building down there, they've got a little, well, I suppose you could call it a pub or a little cafe type arrangement called the Bell Ringer. And at the Bell Ringer they do the evening weigh-ins, and all your fish are weighed and stacked away with your name on it, because you can take it back to New Zealand. They have about a dozen or so what I call the red boot girls working down there, just making sure everything's all tickety-boo. You've got a drink or got something to eat or want some direction, they're only too willing to help you. If you're not feeling all that confident in the way you walk, or they've got a little vehicle down there that carts you right down that wharf to and get you to your boat. So when you come back, they'll give you a hot towel. Would you like a hot towel, sir? Thank you very much. So you can warm your hands up a bit, because it is cold here. It is cold. And I know it's their summer when you come up here, but it's just cold. It's not far from Alaska, where we are, so it is cold. So when you come up here, just remember that, to pack for cold, because it is. So what we're going to do now is we'll head off with our skipper, young Derek, and he'll take us out to the fabulous fishing they have here to catch some salmon, some halibut, and all sorts of other stuff. So let's go fishing. This is the dressing room. This is where everybody gets their coats and leggings and boots, and when you come here you just tell them your size and your boot size, and it's all ready for you when you come here on your peg, and all the numbers all around refer to your room, and normally there's 2 people in a room, so you've got 9A, 9B, 10A, 10B, and that's your number while you're here. So all the fish you catch are under your number, you know, whatever your room number is, it's A or B. So there you go.
How's this for a
Size 19 shoe there.
A cunning gizmo for getting boots off your feet, guys. Look at this. Mate.
Well, there's Captain Asparagus. He's put his little jig in the water. 30 seconds later, he's got a bit of a fish on. And we saw at the beginning it was taking a bit of line, so our guide, young Derek, thinks it's a snapper.
I do
Not
appreciate the young part. The grey in my beard says no.
But it might not be a snapper, it might be a salmon. Oh, look at that, folks. That's an enormous flounder. I thought these fish were only deep water fish, Derek.
There's so many around here that we just get them kind of everywhere, wherever the food is. You can see he just coughed up a what's left of a needlefish. So they're eating, effectively they're eating the same stuff that the salmon are eating. So I'm just going to do a little gaff release technique.
Oh no, I wanted that one!
Yep.
Go the captain.
Reel. Hit it. Okay, easy. That's a salmon. Easy, remember, we're just trying to keep tension. So, looks like a Chinook.
And it looks like a smoke.
Yeah, she's not a monster, but
It's a start.
there's no such thing as a bad Chinook. Some are bigger and badder than others. All we gotta do is tire it out. When it's good and tired, put it in the net and bring it in the boat. There we go. All right, so reel right to the bead. And then just get you to back up nice and slow, keep that rod tip up. It's actually not quite as big as I thought it was, so I think we should release this one.
There you go. I like the way you say that, you know. I like the way that you tell these slight exaggerations for the customer. There you go.
So barbless hooks come out really easy. Try not to hurt them as much as we can. Beautiful little silver bullet.
There you go.
Stu's got a decent Chinook on here. I'm guessing this one's going to be up in the mid-class teens. He's fighting pretty good. So you're doing great. Just keep that bend on it. Anytime it tries to run, you just let it take line. That one took the anchovy at 31 feet down and 60 feet of water. That one hit pretty good. Took it off the clip itself, but took a bit of line, so I'm expecting it to have a bit of size to it. I think we may have to actually send this one to New Zealand. No, I'm gonna bring the boat around because there's a boat in front of us, a boat behind us here. All right, now we're good. That's perfect. Just keep tension on it. When he's good and tired, we'll put him in the bag. And the boat behind us has got a fish on too, so we're playing the do-si-do here.
Ours isn't too far away. I can see it now. Yeah, there it is.
In the water, I can see it. Not a bad fish.
No, it's bigger than the other one.
He's probably not ready yet, but if he gives me an opportunity, I'll bag him.
There he is.
There he is.
Like I said, he's probably not ready yet, so don't force him.
No, I'm not forcing him.
Oh, I got him anyway, though. That's a nice fish. Give me one of these. Nice work. Yeah, see, he's definitely not ready yet.
Are you going to put a back in the wall?
This one's coming home.
No.
This one's got a one-way ticket to New Zealand. Oh, beauty fish.
Yes.
There you go.
Very nice.
Oh, I don't.
Okay, photo time, Cap.
There you go, folks. This is why you come to QCL, Queen Charlotte Lodge.
That is a gorgeous mid to high teen Chinook salmon, migratory wild.
There you go.
Beautiful, great eating fish. They're kind of like a leech.
Yeah.
Oh, really? Yeah.
They've got a couple of tails, suction cup at the head, and a body portion. So they are actually just suction cupped on.
Okay.
When the salmon are young,
Yeah.
they're a bit of a problem. But for a salmon this age, it's more like just having a little cling on. They're just a little annoyance. So this is a different color. This is my favorite green chartreuse and silver. Paul Clough, the owner's favorite color. And this is a reverse roll. So this teaser head actually spins in the opposite direction. So we're gonna get them confused, I guess. And my favorite owner no escape hooks. They come back on themselves by another 20 degrees.
And they're barbless.
And they're always barbless fishing for salmon in British Columbia. And that right there is the flavor of choice. Anchovies, the little cripple spin on it. It's the closest representation to the needlefish that the salmon and the birds and the whales here feed on. And actually we got a great picture of some needlefish in the mouth of some of the birds the other day. So
Yeah,
it's about the same size and shape.
Yeah, Linda took a photograph and there was a seagull with a whole bunch in his mouth. Have a look at this, folks.
They're stealing the fish food, but that's exactly what the salmon are eating. And actually we should get a video of the cutting room. You can see them process the fish.
And so this is a downrigger.
So this is a downrigger. So this is how we keep the weight down in the water so that when we're fighting the fish, you're not having to fight the weight. On the downrigger, we have a set of daisy chains made by a company out of Oregon called Cone Zone. Those are just an attractor. They attract the fish to come and check out the bait. They see a bunch of stuff flashing in the water. They come over to have a look, and about 10 to 15 feet behind those flashers, we have that bait spinning. And so I'll show you here, we've got this clip on the line. This clip is kind of like a clothespin. We clip the line into that pin. It holds the line there. So now I can send it down with that 15-pound cannonball. It'll hold the line down where it needs to be. And when a fish grabs it, it'll pull the line out of that clip. And then we don't have the weight on the line. And you're just fighting the fish. From the rod tip right to the fish's mouth.
So you're pulling that lever, it releases something?
So pulling that lever releases a brake and it allows me to send that line down. There's a little counter on top that tells me I'm down at 35 feet right now.
And the little green button beside it?
That brings the ball back up.
Is that a motor that does that, or springs? Or
It's a motor.
Oh, yeah. What do you think it is, Captain?
Real. It's definitely going to be a Chinook salmon. It looks like it's probably a decent sized one. Took a hell of a run, so
There he is.
we'll have to wait and see, but so far it's pulling pretty good.
I'll just get over
Got
here.
that one down at 41 feet on the anchovy, right in front of Green Point, one of my favorite spots. Me and the boys call it the G spot.
Wow.
Hard to find that one.
Come on, Bill.
Come on, Bill.
Remember about 5 minutes ago we saw 3 sea lions.
There he is. Barbless hook, so you got to keep that weight on the whole time, otherwise it's good night nurse. And here comes the net.
Put him in the bag.
And there he is. Another one coming to New Zealand.
Excellent. So this is another Chinook salmon. I'm going to back him in here. Interesting thing about this one, I'll show you in a second. Pull the hooks first, so I don't get it in the finger. You see these lines down the side?
Okay, get in the net.
And you see how they curl in? Those are actually a close call with an orca.
Oh, really?
So you can see there's a tooth, and a tooth, and how they're curved up. You can see those scratches there as well. He narrowly escaped going in the mouth of an orca. You can see these lines are from the actual fishing line. These
He's had a
ones
bit of
curl.
a fright.
He came damn near close to getting taken by an orca.
Several lines just above his head post from the, or his
And see this jaggedness?
yeah, you can see, look here, see?
Yeah. He almost became dinner to a whale, but
Now it's food for the hoheppers.
very cool.
Well done.
Well done, Captain. Well done, Stuart.
Thank you kindly.
Thank you all concerned.
Trailer hitch.
Oh,
I call that a trailer hitch.
Real cool, Bill.
I'm from a different generation.
So, do you want to keep fishing? There are
oh, no,
definitely
we should
some
go
fish
and
biting.
do a shot of the eagle and go and have some lunch and then go out wide.
I'm with you on that.
Would you like to come and catch a pig with me tomorrow?
Yeah, that sounds great.
Excellent.
So we're just coming around Bird Rock 2 here for lunch. This is the MV Driftwood. It was an old converted Navy tug that was christened in 1944. Since then it has been retrofitted and outfitted to have 12 guests and 7 crew members. For the majority of the fleet, this is just where we go to have our lunch. So I'm going to take you guys in and drop you off on the swim grid here on the starboard side of the vessel. And when we get there, you guys will hop on board there. They'll have the barbecue going with burgers, smokies, chicken breasts. There'll be a salad station, and then if you make your way up onto the top deck, there's some nice areas to sit down if you can find some space, and as well a little cocktail bar there if you should want a nice old Canadian Caesar or highball. The ladies on board in the red boots would be more than happy to put together a burger or salad or some fixings for you.
The red boot ladies.
The red boot ladies. Also nice to get your feet on stable ground, use a proper washroom, and maybe top up on the thermoses of coffee.
Wow.
Driftwood, one call.
A hot towel.
Hot towels. Warm your hands up a little bit.
Are
Thank
one
you
of
very
what
much.
They call a red boot girl.
Yes, that's me. That's me. Got the dancing boots.
Good on you. Excellent. A hot towel, isn't that wonderful?
So nice.
Here in the middle of Canada.
I know, it's perfect.
So is this a cheeseburger or what is it?
Yeah, I have cheeseburgers, I have hot dogs. The hot dogs have cheddar cheese in them. I also have chicken if you'd like that. I can make you a chicken salad, or we have chili chowder upstairs.
Wow.
We have also pastries, and there's a bunch of sandwiches and everything as well.
Who'd have thought you'd come out here in the middle of the ocean, at the top of an island, it's in the absolute middle of nowhere, cold as hell, and you get this lovely guy here cooking up the tucker, cheeseburgers, egg burgers, chicken burgers, burgers.
Well,
And
also,
telling flagrantly anti-Kiwi jokes, I may add.
Very good.
but actually, the one thing is, this boat was actually made in 1944. It was originally a World War II minesweeper, and after it was decommissioned after the war, it became a torpedo retriever.
Retriever.
Yeah, retriever torpedo. Not carefully, I would say.
Very carefully, yeah.
A minesweeper, that's not very good.
Yeah,
You
no,
drive
it's-
around to try to hit mines.
So the nice thing is our engine is still original, and our helm is pretty much original as well. Of course, updated with newer technology as well. And I always tell everybody the toilet's from about 100 years ago.
And they haven't been cleaned since.
I'm not housekeeping. But anyways, gentlemen and ladies, what can I get you? Burger, chicken,
Oh,
hot dogs.
what you're making there, cheeseburger
Yeah,
sounds
you got
good.
it.
Could I just
You want
have a-
bacon and onion?
Yeah.
Could I just have a couple of those patties like that without the bun or anything like that?
Absolutely. Are you a gluten free?
No, it's just
You prefer no
He
bun?
shits a lot.
Yeah.
Gotcha. I understand.
He shits a lot.
Gentlemen, for you as well.
The truth is always the
I'll
best.
take a couple of cheeseburgers,
You got it.
please.
The nice chef has made us a couple of cheeseburgers with the works. Right here at Haidiguai Island, middle of nowhere, bit of country music going on in the background. Beautiful.
Here he comes, just a driving down the dock, singing doo-a-dee-dee-dee-dum-dee-dee-doo.
There's our young boat captain.
Yes,
Our
yes.
Young Derek at the helm,
That's the one.
snapping her fingers.
Of course, you don't do it as well as I do.
Slapping her feet. There's our ship, folks.
Yep.
Enjoy.
Let's do it. Let's just do that. That thing that man just said, let's go do that.
I'm just here if you need to grab on.
Okay. In the approved manner.
With live athleticism, I leapt down the stairs.
Captain, get our bottom onto the ship.
Oh, okay. Oh, he's got one.
Hey, he's got a proper fish on it. That's not a rockfish.
That's our man. Gulho Heffer, he's our man. He can't do it, no one can.
Well done, Captain.
Oh, baby, it's a fish. It's a proper fish.
Got it in yet?
He's only about 10 feet off the bottom so far. It just took a little bit of line on him. And the winner is halibut.
All right. Way to go, Bill.
Oh, shit.
So, we got to decide if we want to keep it. This guy's about 60 centimeters or so.
He's a keeper.
Done and done.
There you go.
Halibut.
He really wants to get one of these hooks into me. You done? Wow, he was on there good, Bill.
There he is. It's a 1 flounder and a half.
So that's our
Eyes
Pacific
on-
halibut.
Eyes on top of the head.
The interesting thing about these guys is, believe it or not, this eye starts out on that side of the face and it will migrate over as it matures to this side.
I think the
So they
flounders-
start out swimming like a salmon or a trout and end up white on one side, brown on the other.
Yeah, I think flounder do the same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Isn't it always the way you get a bloody itchy nose when you're winding in a fish?
We got something on, it's either a big ling or a decent sized halibut. We'll know once we see it. It is a decent sized halibut.
All right.
Perfect.
Perfect. There you go.
So there's your good eating sized chicken. So I would imagine that guy should go somewhere in the 12 to 15 pound range.
This is a 30-pound halibut. This is a 30-pound halibut, I reckon.
So these are gonna have your best fillets. And the interesting thing about a halibut is there's 4 fillets on this fish. You can see this line that travels down. It's like they have a drawn on line that tells you how to fillet them. So the top fillet is this piece here. The stomach starts right in there. The bottom fillet is here. And then on the other side, on the white side, you've got 2 of the exact same, and again, a line that tells you how to cut it.
Wow.
You just follow the line, and then we got another fillet there and there. So it's like every time you catch a halibut, it's like getting 2 fish because you get 4 fillets off of them. Some of the best eating fish in the ocean out here going for about $60 a kilogram right now, Canadian.
Wow.
Which is peanuts American. I'm not sure what that is New Zealand style.
So up, Captain.
That's your best. That's your best eating size by far.
There you go. That's why I targeted it.
And what's the other side look like, Cap?
The other side looks white.
Ah.
There you go.
There's even a little smiley face.
Yeah, see? Ta-da!
Nice catch.
A good eating size halibut. QCL. Queen Charlotte Lodge, folks. Come here, get a big flounder.
Right in front of us, Captain. You see that?
Yep.
That's a whale, folks. It's slapping its fin. It's found some food, and the flapping of the fin means it's calling up a few of its mates. Is that right, Derek?
Roger that. As we've been just kind of moving along here, we happened to notice this whale just came up right in front of us here. So we've slowed right down so that we're not going to hit it, not going to be too aggressive. Try and stay some distance away from it. Let it do its own thing, but at the same time, generally speaking, I don't know why they do this, why they slap their fin or their tail, but I've been told that it's a way of kind of calling and signaling to their mates. Just looks like they're having a lot of fun to me.
Like a 5-year-old in a bathtub.
I do believe that Stu finally has the lingcod we've been looking for on. He's got a good bend on the rod and lots of weight. In the area that we're fishing, it should be a lingcod, but one of the interesting things about bottom fishing here in the Haida Gwaii is we have so many different fish that will bite in a certain area that we just won't know until it comes up. I'm not seeing those big halibut head shakes, so I think this is going to be a good sized lingcod. When we get them up here, we'll see just how ugly these things truly are, but good eating.
It's taking the line back. It's not supposed to do that.
Well, here it comes. I see deep color.
Oh, okay. There we go.
I think you have him hooked quite well.
Oh no. Oh, there's a lingcod anyway.
That's what we're looking for right there, buddy. Nice work.
Of course, you've got a superhero fishing for you, mate.
That'll be a little over 20.
One lingcod, folks. There you go.
Get a shot down the mouth.
There's the gob. Right.
Ooh, that might go over 20.
Nice and easy, just back up slow for me.
Got him. Ooh, that's a nice fish.
There you go.
Boy.
Yeah, I think you just went to the top of the list. Congratulations, Captain.
Thank you. Well,
That's one horse of a salmon.
yeah, that's
Look at that.
It changed colors a little bit after being in the box for a while. But
So there you go. All good things come to an end. The helicopters return to pick us all up and take us back to Masset. If you'd like to find out more about a fishing holiday at Queen Charlotte Lodge, check out their webpage at www.queencharlottelodge.com or send me an email, billhohever@extra, and I'll let you know what I know. So there you go. Queen Charlotte Lodge for that luxury fishing holiday people only dream of.
That'll do me. I'm not big on greens.
Look at Linda's got twice as much as you and it's nice.
Well, she's a big girl. She's a big girl.